use your God power to get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. The future is being created now. In the video example of the dog who knew that his owner was coming home, from the dog's point of view, you might say that he was predicting the future, quite accurately in fact. Yet, from the owner's point of view, it was just a decision he made in the present. Since our future is a cascading result of what is happening right now, it is easy to understand how some people can, quote-unquote, see the future like the dog. If our musically inclined person heard a certain frequency, noticed that there was a pile of rice on this vibrating metal surface, he could predict the exact pattern that would appear in the future, quite accurately. There was a study done by parapsychologist William Cox on train accidents in the U.S. He found that on the days that the trains had serious accidents, there were much fewer people on the train than would have normally been on the train on that same day in previous weeks. This means that these people who for some reason decided not to take the train were actually responding to a gut feeling brought on by the residents of an upcoming accident. Remember, there is no such thing as an accident or a coincidence. For those who felt good about their life and had a good outlook on life in general, their reality would have prevented them from getting on that train. Maybe their car broke down on the way to the train station and they didn't make it. Or maybe they got up late and missed the train. Of course, it could have been a straightforward gut feeling that they shouldn't take the train that day. It doesn't matter how the circumstance plays out, just that it does play out in a way that matches your meanings. If you expect to be safe at all times, then things will happen that end up keeping you safe. These quote-unquote things and events are elicited from a sea of all possibilities by you to create and fulfill the meanings that you are transmitting. Nothing can happen or does happen by accident or coincidence. Prove it to yourself. Set up a tuning fork of any frequency that you want and wait for it to vibrate. The moment it begins to vibrate, it will not only not be an accident, because it will be vibrating in response to another vibration in the air that is similar, but it won't be a coincidence either, because like frequencies always resonate with one another. That's what they do. That is the basis of the creation of the universe. Now, let's get back to our lottery winner. He had just won $42 million and was feeling like everything was going great for him, like nothing could go wrong. From this wonderful feeling place, he was resonating with a lot of really great events that were coming his way. However, because he was already vibrating at such a high level of happiness, he didn't notice the other great things that were coming, because the resonant feeling that they gave him just blended in with the rest of the great things. However, when this really bad event began to resonate with him, he really noticed it because it was so different from the way he was feeling normally. To use our guitar example from earlier, he was vibrating on all those high strings, making beautiful music. When all of a sudden there was a very loud sound of the low string that began to vibrate. It was so easy to notice because of the contrast it created. When he thought about his trip to New York, the sound got louder, and its meaning resonated even stronger with his planned trip. He therefore correctly figured out that the cause of this uncomfortable feeling, vibration, was due to his trip, and so he canceled it. I'm sure that as soon as he canceled his trip, he began to feel much better. However, for the person at the World Trade Center that was expecting him to show up, it was business as usual. Even though I don't have any specific information about him, I can tell you what his life was like. First, he was yelling because the guy didn't show up. This was probably the kind of thing that happened to him all the time. He was a frustrated and unhappy person because of how he acted. His life wasn't what he wanted, and he must have complained a lot. He had a lot of negative meaning vibrations that he was sending out that sounds like this. And as a result, he would have also noticed the resonance of the negative frequencies all the time. So when the frequency of this coming event started to resonate with him, it probably felt just like a normal day of things not working out. That may have been why he was so mad. He could have mistaken the bad feeling that he was getting. He may have thought that it was because the lottery winner didn't show up like he was supposed to.
Options. Now activating the next video, play options. 1 moment please. Click on the green arrow to start watching the next video. Or, click on the red arrow to start watching the prior video. Or, click on the tan arrow to go to the main course menu and guide, with links to all course chapters, excerpts, and special reports. Up next, special video options. Click on your choice of course videos, menus, and excerpts. Now switching to the special video options menu and activating the video selection buttons. Click on your selection number to start watching the video. "15 seconds till we switch to the next page with the free download information. Pause the video now if you need more time to review the available selections." This is the end of this course video. Its video number is listed above. To watch the next video, simply click on the next video in number sequence. Thank you.